When I think about how most of us probably learn science, it often brings back memories of textbooks, right?
Definitely textbooks. Maybe a blackboard covered in formulas.
Yeah, and maybe that one really controlled lab experiment once in a while.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very structured.
But what if there was a totally different way? A way to approach science that wasn't just about, learning facts, but about really living it.
Well, it's interesting, isn't it? We often create this split, especially in school, between learning something and actually experiencing it.
Right.
And science, maybe more than other subjects, can get super abstract when it's just stuck in books and theories.
That's a great point, learning versus experiencing. And bridging that exact gap is what PedagoScience is all about, which is what we're diving into today. This isn't just, another science channel on YouTube. It's built around a really engaging, kind of immersive way of teaching science.
Yeah. So our mission here for this deep dive is to really unpack the thinking behind PedagoScience. What makes it tick? What makes it special?
And how does it actually help teachers and students?
Right. And what's its main goal? Which seems to be making science feel real, like something you live, not just learn.
And all the insights we're talking about today, they come from these excerpts titled PedagoScience. PedagoScience.
Which translates roughly to live science, don't just learn it.
That title just says it all, doesn't it?
It really does. The whole core idea, the foundation of PedagoScience, is that science isn't something you just consume from a book or a lecture.
It's something more active.
Exactly. It's meant to be explored, experimented with, genuinely lived. And look, this isn't just a nice phrase.
No.
There's loads of educational research backing this up. Experiential learning, actually doing things, it makes concepts stick way better than just listening or reading. It turns abstract ideas into something you actually understand and can use.
They have that hook line that captures it perfectly. Think it, feel it, do it, live the science.
Yeah, it's catchy, but it signals a big shift.
It really feels like a complete change in perspective, moving away from just chasing, marks.
Right.
And instead focusing on developing the mind. They talk about transforming the classroom into a mini lab of wonder and discovery.
Which sounds amazing, but it's a huge goal, isn't it? Especially when so many school systems are really focused on grades and tests.
That marks first mentality is pretty ingrained. So how do they actually help people make that shift? Teachers, students. It's a challenge.
Well, it's more than just changing what you focus on. It's about fundamentally changing how kids see learning itself, moving away from being scared of getting things wrong.
Towards being excited to find things out.
Precisely, which is, a much healthier and more powerful way to learn long term. They have these two quotes that really explain it well.
Okay.
First, every child is a scientist. All they need is someone who listens to their questions.
I like that. Puts the child's curiosity first.
And the second one, every teacher is a magician bringing those questions to life with curiosity and care.
Oh, teacher is a magician. That's quite inspiring, isn't it? It reframes their role completely.
It does. It suggests science isn't just a list of topics, a syllabus you have to get through.
It's more like a new way to see the world, like a story you're actually part of, not just reading.
Exactly. A story you live.
Okay, so we get the core philosophy, live the science. It sounds fantastic. But the big question is, how do they do it? Practically speaking, what makes PedagoScience different on the ground?
Right, the practical stuff. Well, they focus on a few key things. First, their content uses thought-provoking questions that stay with you.
Okay, so not just questions with easy answers.
No, questions that make you think, that linger. It encourages deeper thinking, not just quick recall.
And it seems super hands-on. That feels crucial for the living it part.
Absolutely. They really emphasize everyday experiments that turn your classroom into a science lab.
Using stuff you already have around.
Yeah, no need for fancy, expensive equipment. It's about making science doable right there, with simple things.
Can you give an example? Are we talking baking soda volcano level or...
Well, maybe sometimes. But think simpler, too. Like exploring why things float using oranges, one peeled, one not in a bowl of water.
Oh, okay. Simple but makes you think.
Or showing air pressure by crushing a plastic bottle just using hot and cold water. Things that are easy to do but demonstrate big ideas.
Got it. So it's accessible.
Very. And this hands-on stuff isn't just random activities. They use creative lesson plans inspired by the 5E model and Bloom's taxonomy.
Okay, unpack those a bit. 5E model.
Sure. The 5E model is a way to structure lessons: engage, explore, explain, elaborate, and evaluate. It's all about learning through inquiry, through asking questions and finding answers.
And Bloom's taxonomy.
That helps teachers design activities that push beyond just memorizing facts. It encourages higher-level thinking, like analyzing, evaluating, creating.
So it's structured creativity, it's fun, but it's also pedagogically sound. It's effective learning.
Exactly. Rigorous but engaging. And they cover a good range of subjects too: physics, chemistry, biology, and EVS.
EVS is environmental studies, right?
That's right. And it's all presented with easy, engaging, and visual explanations.
Visuals are key for a lot of learners.
Definitely. And to make it really stick, they use games, models, and activities that make science real and relatable, tackling that abstract nature of science we talked about earlier.
Makes sense. Bring it down to earth.
And something really important: their approach uses NEP-aligned strategies that include every child, not just the toppers.
NEP being India's National Education Policy 2020.
Correct. That policy emphasizes exactly this kind of learning: holistic, experiential, focused on the child. So PedagoScience fits right in with that modern, inclusive approach. It's about making sure every kid feels involved and capable.
That inclusion part is huge. It sounds like this could be really freeing for teachers, getting them away from just lecturing.
Oh, absolutely.
What does that mean for them in practical terms? What kind of support do they get?
Well, the aim is to help teachers turn boring lectures into joyful learning journeys. That's the big picture.
And the tools.
They provide ready-to-use tools, things like feedback formats teachers can use, prompts for reflection, and actual lesson ideas ready to go.
So it lowers the barrier to trying this different approach. Gives them concrete resources.
Exactly. It empowers them, and it helps them build classrooms where questions are celebrated and creativity thrives.
Which really is what science should be all about, isn't it? That curiosity.
It's empowering the teachers so they can then empower the kids.
Okay, so the teachers are supported, but the real test is the impact on the students, right? What does this transformed experience look like for them?
For students, the big shift is moving beyond memorizing to understand, connect, and create.
Not just spitting back facts, but actually getting it.
Right. True comprehension. They learn using stories, models, visuals, and logic in a way that sticks.
So multiple ways in, caters to different learning styles.
Precisely. Making complex ideas actually accessible.
And maybe most importantly, it helps students boost their confidence, ask freely, think deeply, experiment boldly.
Yes. That confidence piece is critical, giving them the courage to try things, to ask questions without that fear of being wrong.
That sounds ideal. But let's be real. How does this mesh with standardized tests? Because often those do reward memorization. How do they help students and teachers navigate that?
That's always a fair question, a real-world tension. The argument here is that a deeper, lived understanding actually prepares students better, even for standardized tests.
How so?
Because true understanding allows you to tackle new problems, to apply concepts in ways you haven't seen before. Rote memorization only gets you so far. Deep understanding is more flexible, more powerful in the long run.
Okay, that makes sense. True learning should ultimately be better preparation.
And the whole system, the way they deliver this, is designed to be really accessible. The sources mention the content is clear and friendly, bilingual content English with just the right touch of Hindi.
Ah, that bilingual aspect, English
Yeah.
with just the right touch of Hindi. That sounds really interesting. How does using language like that help, especially where you might have kids speaking different languages?
Oh, it's a huge deal for inclusivity. It breaks down language barriers. Instead of forcing everyone into just English, it creates this bridge.
So more kids, more teachers can access good science education.
Exactly. In a way that feels natural and connects culturally. It's not this foreign thing being imposed. And as mentioned, it's 100% aligned with NEP 2020 and child-centric learning approaches.
So schools and teachers can adopt it, knowing it fits with current educational standards.
Yeah.
It's not some radical outlier thing.
Right. It aligns perfectly.
And they seem pretty consistent. They release new videos every week filled with creativity, connection, and classroom-ready ideas.
Yeah, that consistency is key. It builds a community, keeps things fresh. It shows they're committed to being an ongoing resource, not just a one-off project. It fosters that growing tribe of passionate educators and curious learners.
Building a real community.
Exactly,
Okay.
which is vital for sustaining this kind of change.
So wrapping this up, thinking about what this means for you, the listener.
Yeah.
This deep dive into PedagoScience, it really shines a light on a different way forward for science education.
Moving beyond just facts on a page.
Right. away from that detached feeling towards something immersive, something experiential. It's all about sparking curiosity, applying ideas practically.
And really making science feel like a basic part of how you see the world, how you interact with it every day.
It makes you think about your own school days, doesn't it?
It does. Imagine if we'd always been encouraged to live the subjects we learned, not just, absorb them passively.
How much deeper would that understanding have gone?
It really highlights that true understanding, the kind that sticks, often comes from messing around with things, discovering them yourself, not just having them told to you.
Interaction, discovery, yeah.
Not just collecting facts.
Which brings us to a final thought, something for you to mull over. If living science can completely change how we understand it, what other subjects, what other areas of knowledge?
Using these ideas to fundamentally change how you learn and think about, well, anything.
Yeah. Beyond just science, it's a powerful framework for learning itself.
That's a great challenge. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive.
Hope it sparks some ideas.
We hope it encourages you to continue your own journey of discovery.